What's the point? I mean, what's the point? There's just no use. All these other towers that met along my journey just left me in the dust like this? Don't they ever take a second and wonder how they even started out? I'm sure I'm responsible for at least like 75% of those guys are even alive, but they just don't get it. They just don't. Don't you remember those times where I had saved you guys from the Eradicator? Or the times when you completely shredded the Play Doctor with the help of my crits? Don't you remember? Oh, and don't even get me started on the players, man. Do you realize you can't just win off a DPS? You need support. You can't just place down a single tower and not place anything else to support that. You need a variety. That's how you win the game. And the people who do place me, they just leave me to die in the front lines with no support whatsoever. It's no use. It's just no use. People don't care about healing in video games anymore. They want the showboating, flashy stuff that gets them kills, not the stuff that win them the game. I mean, I'm sometimes the sole reason that these guys get kills. It's just unfair how they treat me, man. I want to do something. Help my team out. Show those guys that what I'm really capable of doing. What's the point? If only someone, if someone was able to show my people my talents. Then maybe, just maybe, I'll get some recognition. Medics are important. They are important for a lot of reasons, but let's just get the fact out of the way that if you are not using or placing medics, you're damaging not just yourself, but your entire team, and you definitely don't want to make your teammates mad, so listen up. When you hear the word health in the context of TDX, you probably think of many things, but the most obvious one is the medic, along with other things such as the healing field. But here's the thing with those other things, because those things require a lot of factors in order for your towers to be healthy. Getting HP for your towers through these methods isn't always a guarantee, but with the medic, you only really need two factors. One, that you have it, and two, you placed it. The medic is unique in that it will always heal your towers no matter what because, well, it literally can't do anything else. It's a one-trick pony, but a pretty damn good one at that. Now, before I continue, in order to show the medic's strengths visually, let's watch an introductory video on what the medic actually does.
I can't seem.
Let's go.
Fuck niggers. No.
Now, I know you guys are probably wondering why I even showed a video from an entirely different game, but just hear me out. Most aspects of TDX are heavily inspired by other games. One of those games being Team Fortress 2. Now, I'm going to assume most of you guys know what this game is, but for the ones who don't, all you really need to know is that there is a playable character called the Medic. And just like the name implies, he can heal teammates using his medigun. But why did I show you this video? What does this video have to do anything regarding TDX? Well, aside from the hilarious premise of the video, we can see that the 2-2 medic has a lot of resemblances to the TDX medic. And well, I mean, no shit, look at the two side by side, but even outside of this short, we also see a lot more of these shared attributes. But going back to the video, after healing enough health, the medic then uses the infamous Uber charge, mowing down enemies left and right, whilst the heavy being invincible, taking no damage whatsoever. See the resemblance? But with that being said, how about I stop talking about a decade-and-a-half-year-old game and actually talk about the game that I actually make videos on. So let's talk about the better, the far superior TDX Medic.
Man!
The Medic costs 20,000 gold or 725 Robux to purchase. He takes 600 cash to place and is considered to be a support tower. It does no damage whatsoever, meaning that just like the EDJ, it is a pure support tower. When placed near another tower with less than full of its respective HP, the medic will heal it gradually over time. Some towers are impossible to heal using the medic, but we will get into that more later. Now, each level for the medic, both top and the bottom path, increases its healing rate, range, and HP of it. In the top path, we can see at level 1, it gets 50 more health, 20 more healing per second, and 2+ range, and that only increases going forward. Same story with the bottom path, Will is getting a bit less healing per second, but having more range. However, things really start to deviate starting to level 4, where the top and bottom paths get some pretty distinctive differences. For one, the top path is able to deal the most health, while the bottom path will help towers deal more damage. Yet, the most unique thing about these two paths is that it brings us two different abilities, the Uber Charge and the Crit Streak respectively. When using the Uber Charge, the tower that the medic is healing will make the tower invincible for up to 25 seconds depending on its level. It also cleans the tower it is Ubering with any stuns, so it's also good to use if your main DPS tower is stunned and you need that DPS. But what does the Crit Streak do? Well, if you're familiar with TF2's weapons, then this might come as no surprise to you that it allows the tower that the medic is healing to deal up to 200% more damage for up to 14 seconds. It is a direct correlation to TF2's crit wrong game. Because of this, medics are very useful. And hell, it allows towers to either survive situations that normally shouldn't or shred an enemy that normally could not. However, it is worth noting that all of these would not be possible without one thing, and that is proper placement. So let's answer the age-old question that everybody asks when trying to place down a tower: where do I place it? Well, fear not, as I have some examples of what a good medic placement should look like. Here are some examples from Block Cell, Junction, Coastal Defense, and Obscure Island. There are a couple of things that each of these examples have in common, with one of them being that it is behind the front lines. Every one of these medics is close to the path while it is maintaining a safe distance. The medic sees the most action, well, where the action is, but it shouldn't actually be in the action, rather just beside it, where other towers can get health while still protecting their healing. Without any towers to defend it, the medic is useless because, well, it doesn't do any damage. It can't defend on its own, which leads me to the second thing that all of these examples have in common, is that the medics are protected by other towers. Placing a tankier tower in front of or around the medic will allow the tower to tank most of the damage while still getting health, practically making it invincible. And we can see it through all of these examples here. Just be careful, however, as the medic, even if he is in proper placement, can still be affected by damage. Medics are squishy, only staying around a peak of 2,500 health at max level. And every once in a while, an unfortunate medic will be caught in the crossfire, so it is common practice to ultimately place two medics next to each other. That way the medics can heal other towers while also healing each other, using the Uber ability on one of the medics to the other while the medic Ubers another tower. It is important to chain your abilities through different medics so that the way the healing is spread throughout all of your towers while still getting the buffs from the Uber. But that is one of just many tricks the medic has, so let's dive into some more of these to fully utilize the medic's potential with some more tips and tricks. Furthermore, on the Uber Charge, the medic is able to cleanse any stuns, as well as making it immune to stuns to the tower it is healing. This can be useful if your TPS towers either get stunned by the boss or are about to get stunned, which the medic can immediately cleanse them, letting them attack again. However, it is important to note that once you have used the ability, both the Uber and the crits, the medic cannot heal any other towers during this time. It will stay locked in on the tower it was Ubering, ride or die, which can lead to your other important towers to fall. Adding on to that, using any ability with the medic along with the tower it is healing cannot be upgraded. As such, it is important that if you want the most amount of DPS, you want to upgrade your tower before you Uber or crits to get the maximum value. Furthermore, the medic's healing, especially in the bottom path, can actually be out-damaged by certain enemies and bosses, killing your towers and even the medics instantly, to the point where your population is kind of looking like this right now.
Where'd everybody go? Hello?
Well, if times do get really desperate and you have the proper tower space, then it isn't a terrible idea to spam medics so that your remaining towers don't die. And the last tip I will leave with you guys, or actually it really isn't a tip, rather a fact, is that the medic is unable to heal certain towers. To know if the medic can heal a certain tower, you can ask yourself these two questions. Is it a building? Or does it look like a machine? Maybe both? The medic cannot heal buildings such as the Z or the armored factory, so if it takes damage, the medic will never heal them. I decided to put a chart on screen to show what qualifies as a tower the medic cannot heal, so if you do have these towers, just note that you will have to get health from other sources. But that just concludes this video on how to use the TDX method. Support towers like the medic have it pretty rough despite what they do to the team, so placing these little guys is sometimes all it takes for you to win that endless game. Hopefully this video at least taught you guys something about how to use this healing tower, and I'll be just enjoying the video in general. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.